Hello my dear students, this is your chemistry teacher. In this video we are going to discuss about some basic concepts of chemistry. This is very important to understand the rest of the chemistry that you are going to learn in the higher secondary classes. In the lower classes you studied about science. What is science? Science is the study of nature. Science is the study of nature and it has three main branches. One is physics, another one is chemistry, another one is biology. So, science is the study of nature. It has three important major branches. One is physics, chemistry and biology. Here we are going to study about this chemistry. First of all, you should know what is the meaning of chemistry. Chemistry is the study of matter and the composition of matter and important properties of the matter. So, chemistry is the study of matter, matter's composition and the properties of matter. So, this is known as chemistry. Also, like science, chemistry we have three major branches. One is physical chemistry, another one is inorganic chemistry, that is inorganic chemistry. Third one is organic chemistry. So in physical chemistry, we will learn about the reaction and some other physical properties and rate of reaction. So like these concepts we will learn in the physical chemistry. So chemistry has three main branches. One is physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry. So physical chemistry we will learn about the chemical reactions, rate of reactions, some calculations, etc. Whereas inorganic chemistry we will learn all the elements, atoms, then properties of elements, etc. In organic chemistry we will learn about carbon and its compounds. So here also in the inorganic chemistry also you will learn about carbon but not its compounds, only carbon, that is elements, how that atomic structure, etc. like that you will learn in the inorganic chemistry. But in the organic chemistry you will learn about carbon and its compounds. Okay, so science is a study of nature. It has three main important branches. One is physics, chemistry and biology. And what is chemistry? Chemistry is the study of matter and the composition and the properties of matter. Then this chemistry has three major important branches. One is physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, then organic chemistry. So here in the physical chemistry you will learn about the chemical reactions, rate of reactions, then calculations. Then inorganic chemistry, you will learn about the atoms, molecules, and elements of all the elements, some properties of elements. In organic chemistry, you will learn about carbon and its compounds only. Okay. Now, what is chemistry? We already studied. That is chemistry. It means the study of matter. Study of matter. Now you should know what is the meaning of matter. Matter, so everything is called matter. So what are the things around you? What are the things around you? That is called matter. But the condition is, this matter, the things which should contain mass, and it must have occupies some space. So matter is anything that occupies space and mass is known as matter. So matter is anything that has mass and it occupies some space is called matter. Okay. Example, you can say this marker, you can say table. Example, marker. Chalk piece, chairs, tables, books, etc. Whatever around the things around you, that is matter. But the thing is, it should contain mass as well as it should occupy some space. That is matter. Okay. So this, then what this matter is made up of? Matter is made up of Matter is made up of particles. So matter is made up of particles. So here these particles, you will study about these particles. In chemistry we are saying these particles atoms or molecules. Understood? So the particles we can say atoms or molecules. Clear? So chemistry is the study of matter. What is matter? Matter, so anything which has mass and occupies space is known as matter. Example for matter, you can say marker, chalk, chairs, tables, books, or eating food. You can say many whatever things around you, you all are called matter. So what the matter is made up of? Matter is made up of particles. Okay. These particles you can say atoms or molecules in the chemistry. Now we will study one by one. First of all, what is atom? What is atom? So in the lower classes you already studied about atom. Atom is the smallest indivisible thing is called atom. So atom is the smallest indivisible part is called atom. So for example, take this chalk and break into 2 pieces and again 4 pieces, then whatever maximum size you can break, and finally that atom will contain a small particle. That particle you cannot break into another piece, that is called atom, right? Then second one is element. What is element? Element is a substance that is made up of same kind of atom. Atoms. For example, take sodium is an element and aluminum is also another element. These are the examples. Okay, so sodium is an element, aluminum is an element, so in the element, take a piece of element, and here you see this is aluminum element. Okay, see here, this all the circles, you can say these are atoms. Atoms. So this is sodium atom, and here this is aluminum atom. Right? All the circles, you can say all are called atoms. So this sodium element is made up of same kind of only sodium atom is present here, no other atoms. So this is called sodium element. You see this aluminum is made up of only aluminum atoms. These all are aluminum atoms. Clear? So atom is the smallest indivisible substance, and element is made up of same kind of atoms. Clear? Next one is molecule. So what is molecule? Molecule is a combination of two or more atoms held together by strong chemical forces. Of attraction. So molecule is the combination of two or more atoms held together by a strong chemical force. This strong chemical force is known as chemical bond. This chemical bond you will study later. Strong chemical bond, that is chemical force, that is chemical bond. Right? So example, water is a molecule. What is the formula of water? The formula of water is H2O. Okay, so hydrogen is one type of element. Sorry, hydrogen is one type of atom. Oxygen is another type of atom. So combination of two or more atoms. Here total 3 atoms are there. Hydrogen 2 atoms, oxygen 1 atom. So they form a substance that is called a molecule. Okay, so water is a molecule because it contains more than 2 atoms, and they held by a strong chemical bond, that is called chemical force of attraction. And you can say another example, ammonia, that is NH3. You see nitrogen one type of atom, hydrogen another type of atom. So total 4 atoms, they held by a strong chemical bond. So it is called ammonia is molecules. Okay. Next one, subatomic particles. Subatomic particles of atom. See, already you know atom is the smallest particle of an element. Atom is the smallest particle. Inside the atom, there are 3 different types of particles are there. They are proton, electron. Third one is neutron. Also, one important part inside the atom, that is nucleus. Okay. Now this is the, for example, this is the structure of atom. Here proton is present, electron is present, neutron is present. So proton we are representing the letter small p, electron we are representing by E, and neutron we are representing by N. See, in the central part of the atom, that is called nucleus. The central part of the atom is called nucleus. So inside the nucleus, proton is present and neutron is also present. So proton and neutron is present, and electron is present in the outside of the nucleus. So this is called electron. Clear? So atom has three subatomic particles. One is proton, electron, then neutron. So proton and neutrons, they present in the inside of the nucleus, and electron is present outside of the nucleus. Clear? So atom contains three subatomic particles: proton, neutrons, then electrons. Okay. Now the charge of the proton is always positive. Proton has positive charge. Electron always have negative charge, and neutrons, they do not have any charge, no charge. So proton is always positive, and this is negative, and this is no charge. Clear? So proton has positive charge, electron has negative charge, neutron has no charge. This proton and neutron, they are present inside of the nucleus, and the electron is outside of the nucleus. Okay. Now there are two important concepts. One is atomic number, another one is atomic mass. See, this atomic number and atomic mass, they have sometimes, you can say, in different names. Atomic number, you can say atomic number has some other names. One is proton number, so mostly this we are using only these two terms. One is atomic number, another one is proton number. Here atomic mass, sometimes you can say this mass number. Another one is nucleon number. Okay. Now what is the meaning of proton number or atomic number? Atomic number, it means number of protons. So the total number of protons present in the atom, is called atomic number. So number of protons only is present in atom. So this is known as atomic number. Now what is atomic number? The total number of proton and neutrons. Protons and neutrons. So that is known as atomic mass or mass number or nucleon number. For example, This is sodium atom. Sodium atom, it has the total number of proton is see, sodium atom contains, there are 11 protons and 12 neutrons. Also, there are 11 electrons. Now tell me, what is the atomic number of sodium? This is sodium. The symbol of sodium atom is Na. Now find out the atomic number or proton number of sodium atom. Already you studied about the meaning of atomic number, that is the number of protons present in the atom. Now how many protons are there? There are 11 protons are there. Okay, so the protons are 11. So atomic number of sodium is is 11. Now tell me the atomic mass of sodium atom. Atomic mass of sodium atom, that is, what is the definition of meaning of atomic mass? The total number of protons and neutrons present in the atom is known as atomic mass. Now atomic mass. Atomic mass of sodium is number of protons plus neutrons. So there are 11 protons plus 12 neutrons. So total how many? 23. So atomic mass of sodium is 23. Atomic mass of sodium. Na is the symbol of sodium. Okay. So atomic number is the number of proton present in the atom only. Whereas atomic mass is the total number of protons and neutrons present in the atom. Clear? Okay. Now next two important concept, that is isotope and isobars. Okay. Isotopes. What is isotope? Isotope, it means atoms of element, having same number of proton or same number of atomic number but different number of neutrons. Or different atomic mass. Here this isobars, what is the meaning of isobars? Isobars, so different atoms of different elements, atoms of different element may have same atomic masses. Okay. So atoms of different elements may have same atomic masses but different atomic number. See the difference between these two. Here different atomic mass. Okay, here you see same atomic mass. Here same number of proton or same atomic number. Here different atomic number. Clear? We will see the example. Isotopes, there are many isotopes in chemistry. Example 35, Cl 1737. Here argon 40 and this is 18, calcium 40 and this is 20. See this 17. So in chemistry that I will explain about the periodic table in the next video. See here, this is element symbol Cl, there is chlorine, the symbol of chlorine is Cl. The bottom side the number is atomic number. Okay, this upper side number, that is atomic mass. Okay, here also this is atomic number, and these two are atomic masses. Okay, see here isotopes, they have same atomic number. See the atomic mass, they have different atomic mass. Isobar, you see atomic mass same but atomic numbers are different. Okay, so hope you understood about today's basic concepts. In the next video we will discuss some more concepts in chemistry that will help you in the higher studies for you. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can contact me or you can make comments in the comment section. So thank you very much, students.